I decided putting this video together today. Yeah, it's interesting, because I've been aware for some time now, China is making massive technological advancements, and they're always working on things. And just from time to time they'll decide to make announcements, like Huawei smartphone release, just after the US Commerce Secretary's China visit, back in September 2023. And, I just realized, I put a video together, after such announcements. Anyway, I don't believe it's a coincidence, when Chinese make these massive technological advancements announcements. There had been a bunch of such coincidental announcements. A month back, in December 2024, weeks after American presidential election and before Christmas holidays, a Chinese startup sent shockwaves through the AI world, with its release called DeepSeek V3, and it quickly made headlines as it solves problems, codes programs, and even tackles intricate questions, on par with the likes of OpenAI, ChatGPT, and Google's Gemini. And if that's not enough, just early this week, DeepSeek took it even further by unveiling a groundbreaking AI reasoning model called R1. Apparently, its performance is right up there with OpenAI's latest models, and the best part, it is free. I was testing it when I came across yet another article from China, this time it related to fusion technology. What in the world is going on now? I just finished reading a report about how China is planning to launch a 1-kilometer solar panel into orbit. Yes, solar panel into orbit, presumably using heavy rocket lift. The Chinese are projecting that once this celestial solar farm is in place, it will harvest as much energy in a year as the total quantity of oil that can be extracted from planet Earth. Say what? Let me say that again. The Chinese are projecting that once this celestial solar farm is in place, it will harvest as much energy in a year as the total quantity of oil that can be extracted from planet Earth. Mind-blowing. They are actually talking about the final phase of implementing fusion technology. While the rest of the world preach about climate change, China again seemed to have outdone with action. Anyway, this video is not about this celestial solar farm, as I am still reeling from this information. I am sure more information will be reported in media in coming days, weeks, months. Perhaps after the launch of the solar panel, or as most likely, after it is operational. Anyway, this practically halted my testing of DeepSeek R1, but instead try to understand why is there a surge of technology-related announcements coming out of China. Is this celestial solar panel farm the end or just the beginning, and why in 2025? When did they even start these projects, and why? Was the world aware of Chinese plans? This I don't believe it's a coincidence that they're just coming out saying this to make a point to the world, and make a point to the United States about the fact that China is increasingly becoming a technological leader in many fields, despite the fact people in the West still like to believe China steals all its technology, which now of course is nonsense. For example, the DeepSeek project apparently started quite a few years ago, and again, this is again one of those situations where China will work on things. When it gets to a certain point, they start talking about it and people will think, oh, they must be just starting to work on this, and soon they release their work. This is a typical of Chinese characteristics. So I started researching about when did China actually start planning and working on these projects, and how will they fit into the larger picture of their plan. Why did they plan such a way? This video is just about this, understanding China plans and how these projects fit the larger national plan. Hope you enjoy it. For decades, China was known as the world's factory, a place where cheap labor and mass production powered the global economy. But today, China is undergoing a dramatic transformation. It's no longer just about making toys and textiles. It's about creating cutting-edge medical devices, electric vehicles, and AI-powered technologies. So, How did China shift from legacy manufacturing to value-add manufacturing? And what does this mean for the future of global industry? Let's dive in. First, let's define legacy manufacturing. This is the traditional model of production that made China the world's factory. It's labor-intensive, low-cost, and focused on high-volume, low-margin goods. Think of toys, textiles, and basic electronics. For example, in 2010, China produced 80% of the world's toys, and companies like Foxconn employed millions of workers to assemble iPhones. This model relied on cheap labor and economies of scale, but it had its limits. Rising wages, environmental concerns, and competition from other low-cost countries like Vietnam and Bangladesh forced China to rethink its approach. Enter value-add manufacturing. This is where China is heading, a focus on high-tech, high-margin industries that require innovation, advanced technology, and skilled labor. Instead of making cheap toys, China is now producing cutting-edge medical devices, electric vehicles, and semiconductors. For example, companies like Mindray are creating AI-powered MRI machines, while BYD is leading the global electric vehicle market. These industries don't just rely on cheap labor, they rely on innovation, automation, and advanced R&D. So, what's the difference between legacy and value-add manufacturing? Legacy manufacturing is about quantity, producing as much as possible at the lowest cost. Value-add manufacturing is about quality, creating innovative, high-tech products that command premium prices like robotics, aerospace, medical devices, and semiconductors. Legacy manufacturing relies on human labor, while value-add manufacturing relies on automation and AI. And while legacy manufacturing is often outsourced, value-add manufacturing is driven by domestic innovation and R&D. But, how did China make this shift? The answer lies in a bold national strategy called Made in China 2025. In the next section, we'll explore why China launched this plan and how it's transforming the country's manufacturing sector. A decade back in 2015, China unveiled an ambitious plan to transform its economy. Called Made in China 2025, this strategy aimed to turn China from the world's factory into a global leader in high-tech industries. This shift is part of China's broader strategy to move up the global value chain and reduce its reliance on low-cost labor. But why? Why did China feel the need to launch such a plan? And what does it mean for the future of manufacturing? Let's break it down. China's manufacturing sector faced several critical challenges. First, rising labor costs made it harder to compete with countries like Vietnam and Bangladesh. Second, decades of rapid industrialization led to severe environmental damage, forcing China to rethink its growth model. Third, China was heavily dependent on foreign technology, especially in critical areas like semiconductors and advanced machinery. These challenges threatened to stall China's economic growth and leave it stuck in the middle-income trap. And fourth, China had an expanding diaspora community that are foreign-educated and wanted to return home. To address these challenges, China launched Made in China 2025. MIC 2025. The plan had three main goals. First, boost domestic innovation and reduce reliance on foreign technology. Second, upgrade traditional industries with advanced technologies like AI and robotics. And third, position China as a global leader in high-tech sectors like electric vehicles, medical devices, and semiconductors. Essentially, MIC 2025 was China's roadmap to becoming a high-tech superpower. The plan identified 10 key sectors for development, which are critical to China's economic and technological advancement. 1. Energy vehicles, NEVs. 2. Power equipment. 3. Agricultural machinery. 4. New materials. 5. Biopharma and advanced medical devices. 6. Advanced information technology, for example, semiconductors, 5G. 7. Robotics. 8. Aerospace equipment. 9. Marine engineering and high-tech ships. And 10. Advanced rail equipment. One of the best examples of MIC 2025 in action is Siemens Smart Factory in Chengdu. This facility is a showcase of Industry 4.0, where AI, IoT, and robotics work together to create a highly efficient production line. For instance, the factory uses digital twin technology to simulate and optimize processes before they are implemented. It also employs AI-driven quality control systems that can detect defects in real time. The result? A 30% increase in productivity and a significant reduction in waste. Another success story is Mindray, a Chinese company that is revolutionizing the medical device industry. Mindray's AI-powered ultrasound systems use machine learning to assist doctors in diagnosing conditions more accurately. Similarly, their patient monitoring devices use AI to analyze real-time data and alert healthcare providers to potential issues. These innovations have made Mindray a global leader in medical technology, with products exported to over 190 countries today. While MIC 2025 is driving China's transformation, it raises an important question: what happens to the legacy industries that once powered China's economy? In the next section, we'll explore how China is managing this transition and what it means for the future of manufacturing. As China embraces high-tech industries under Made in China 2025, a critical question arises: what happens to the legacy manufacturing sectors that once powered its economy? From textiles to toys, these industries are undergoing a dramatic transformation. Let's explore how China is managing this transition. But not all legacy industries are leaving China. Many are being transformed through automation. Take the textile industry, for instance. In cities like Guangzhou, factories are now using AI-powered robots to cut and sew fabric with precision. These automated systems not only reduce labor costs but also improve efficiency and quality. By upgrading its legacy sectors, China is ensuring they remain competitive in the global market. A great example of this transformation is Guangdong Province, once the heart of China's textile industry. Today, Guangdong is a hub for advanced manufacturing, with companies producing everything from drones to industrial robots. This shift hasn't been easy. Thousands of workers had to be retrained, and entire supply chains were restructured. But the result is a more sustainable, high-tech economy that's better equipped for the future. Of course, this transition hasn't been without challenges. Millions of workers in legacy industries have had to adapt, learning new skills, moving to new cities, or even changing careers. But for many, this shift has also brought new opportunities. By investing in education and training, China is preparing its workforce for the jobs of tomorrow. So, while legacy manufacturing isn't disappearing, it's evolving. And at the heart of this evolution is technology, specifically AI and automation. In the next section, we'll explore how these technologies are driving China's manufacturing revolution. At the heart of China's manufacturing transformation is a powerful duo, AI and automation. These technologies are not just enhancing productivity, they're redefining what's possible in manufacturing. From smart factories to AI-driven innovation, let's explore how China is leveraging these tools to lead the global industrial revolution. One of the most visible impacts of AI and automation is the rise of smart factories. These facilities use IoT sensors, robotics, and AI algorithms to create highly efficient, self-optimizing production lines. For example, in a smart factory, machines can communicate with each other in real time, adjusting production schedules to meet demand, identifying defects before they become costly problems. This level of automation not only boosts productivity, but also reduces waste and energy consumption. Take Foxconn, one of the world's largest electronics manufacturers. Known for assembling iPhones, Foxconn has embraced AI and automation to stay competitive. In its factories, robots handle tasks like soldering and quality inspection, while AI systems analyze production data to optimize efficiency. This shift has allowed Foxconn to reduce labor costs, improve precision, and maintain its position as a global manufacturing leader. But AI's role in manufacturing goes beyond the factory floor. It's also driving innovation in product design, supply chain management, and market analysis. For instance, AI algorithms can analyze customer data to predict trends, helping companies design products that meet future demand. Similarly, AI-powered supply chain systems can optimize logistics, reducing costs and delivery times. This level of innovation is critical for China's transition to high-value manufacturing. Another great example is BYD, a Chinese company that's leading the electric vehicle revolution. BYD uses AI to optimize its battery production process, ensuring high quality and efficiency. AI systems also test vehicle performance, identifying potential issues before they reach customers. This focus on innovation has made BYD one of the world's largest EV manufacturers, with products exported to over 50 countries. As China continues to invest in AI and automation, the possibilities are endless. From fully autonomous factories to AI-driven R&D, these technologies are reshaping the future of manufacturing. And with initiatives like Made in China 2025, China is positioning itself as a global leader in this new industrial era. But China's rise as a high-tech manufacturing powerhouse hasn't been without challenges. In the next section, we'll explore how China is overcoming pressure from the US, EU, and other global competitors to secure its place in the future of manufacturing. As China ascends as a global manufacturing powerhouse, it's facing increasing pressure from the US, EU, and other advanced economies. From trade wars to tech bans, these challenges threaten to slow China's progress. But China isn't backing down. Let's explore how it's overcoming these obstacles to secure its place in the future of manufacturing. And one of the biggest challenges China faces is the US-China trade war. Since 2018, the US has imposed tariffs on Chinese goods and restricted the export of critical technologies, such as semiconductors. For example, Huawei, a leading Chinese tech company, was cut off from advanced chips and software, severely impacting its smartphone business. These measures were designed to curb China's technological rise and protect US dominance in high-tech industries. In response, China has doubled down on its strategy of self-reliance. The government has launched massive investments in R&D, focusing on areas like semiconductors, AI, and quantum computing. For instance, China's Big Fund has poured billions into domestic chip production, aiming to reduce reliance on foreign suppliers. Companies like SMIC, Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, are now producing advanced chips, though they still lag behind global leaders like TSMC and Intel. A key example of China's resilience is Huawei. Despite US sanctions, Huawei has continued to innovate. The company developed its own operating system, HarmonyOS, to replace Google's Android. It's also leading the global rollout of 5G infrastructure, with projects in over 170 countries. While Huawei's smartphone business has taken a hit, its focus on R&D and diversification has kept it competitive in other areas. Unsurprisingly, following US lead, the EU has also pushed back against China's rise, accusing it of unfair trade practices and intellectual property theft. In response, China has adopted a dual strategy. On one hand, it's negotiating trade deals to maintain access to European markets. On the other, it's leveraging initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative to create new markets for its products. For example, Chinese companies are building 5G networks and renewable energy projects in Europe, strengthening economic ties while bypassing political resistance. Looking ahead, China's strategy is clear: invest in innovation, build self-reliance, and expand global influence. While pressure from the US and EU will continue, China's ability to adapt and innovate ensures it remains a formidable player in the global manufacturing landscape. So, what does all this mean for the future of global manufacturing? In the final section, we'll explore how China's transformation is reshaping the world and what it means for businesses, workers, and consumers everywhere. Over the past 2 decades, China has undergone a remarkable transformation. From being the world's factory for low-cost goods, it's now a global leader in high-tech, value-add manufacturing. Through initiatives like Made in China 2025, China has embraced AI, automation, and innovation to redefine its role in the global economy. But what does this mean for the future? China's rise as a high-tech manufacturing powerhouse is reshaping the global economy. For businesses, it means new opportunities and new competition. For workers, it means adapting to a world where AI and automation play a central role. And for consumers, it means access to cutting-edge products at affordable prices. But China's transformation also raises important questions about sustainability, fairness, and the future of global trade. China's journey isn't without challenges. Rising labor costs, environmental concerns, and geopolitical tensions with the US and EU could slow its progress. But there are also immense opportunities. China's focus on green manufacturing and renewable energy, for example, could position it as a leader in the fight against climate change. And its investments in global infrastructure, like the Belt and Road Initiative, could create new avenues for collaboration and growth. As we look to the future, one thing is clear: the era of low-cost, labor-intensive manufacturing is giving way to a new era of innovation, automation, and sustainability. China's transformation is a glimpse into this future, a future where technology and collaboration drive progress, and where the global economy is more interconnected than ever. What do you think about China's manufacturing evolution? How will it impact your industry or daily life? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the future of technology and global economics. Thanks for watching.